Good evening. My name is Asia Thornton, and I'm in English 250 Research and Writing 2. Over the past several weeks, I've been working on my portfolio project. As a result of my portfolio project, I was able to compose a professional memo. With being able to compose my professional memo and working within English 250 Research and Writing, I was able to understand key points on how to focus on the professionalism of my memo. Something I would do different in composing another memo or in future classes, I will allow myself more time. I had 7 weeks to work on my portfolio, and with other classes and working full time, I was finding myself doing a lot of cramming. I was cramming in a lot of work. I would wait till Friday night to try to work on my portfolio and try to hurry up and get it in by Saturday by 11:59 p.m. I was able to do it, but for future classes and future portfolios, I think time management would definitely be something that I will work on. I will allow myself a lot more time to work on my portfolio. A professional memo should not be rushed at all. It should be able to get right to the point, be clear to the reader, and for the reader to be able to understand what is going on. So I would definitely allow time management on my next portfolio. Some of the course and institutional outcomes that was met while working in this class, I was able to prepare a clear memo so the reader would be able to understand. My memo was very organized. I was straight to the point. I also learned at the end of a memo, you want to repeat your point that you're trying to get across to the readers. I was also able to do some analyzing and synthesizing within my memo. That is new that I did learn in one of the course outcomes. I was able to develop strategies to become a better writer. Some strategies that I did say that I would like, that I did develop during English 250 was creating a web and being able to do an outline of my work. Being able to create a web helped me get my foundation of what I wanted to discuss in my memo. Typing up a rough draft and submitting it on the discussion board so my classmates and my instructor was able to read over my memo before submitting my final draft really was another strategy that I did learn. Proofreading is definitely important. In professional setting and not a professional setting, it's always good to proofread your work. Proofread it more than once, more than twice. Just always proofread so you'll be able to get your point across. Something that I did say that I was able to learn for the dependability of the workplace capability was being able to submit work on time. Being able to submit work on time is like being dependable. If you cannot get your work on time, then that's just like you're trying to get to work on time. That's another thing, goes back to the time management. So I feel like having a set time to submit work, submit discussion boards, being able to log on and have different conversation with classmates, being able to pose, interact, that's showing that you're being dependable. That was definitely one of the dependabilities that was met. One of the workplace capability that I would pick that I would like to use in my future workplace, my career, is definitely communication. I feel that communication is very important in anything you do because without communication, you don't know your next step. You don't know the next move. You don't know what's going on. Communication is definitely important, and I will use that in my workplace. As an example, now, at my own workplace, when we're short-staffed and we have to cover lunches, we also have patients that need to be seen. If you don't communicate when your staff is going to lunch or communicate who needs shots or whatever, when it's time, just for an example, one of your coworkers leave and it's a patient sitting in the room. You're not too sure what's going on with the patient because that one patient didn't communicate. Right then and there, then you go in, you asking the patient, well, what's going on? That looks very bad on the employee because one nurse already walked out. Another nurse is coming in asking, hey, what's going on? And that could have been solved easily by just communicating before one person go to lunch. Hey, this person needs shots. Would you mind, stepping in doing this for me? So yes, definitely communication will be one thing that I will practice in my workplace, in my career. So I just want to say thank you, and I have enjoyed my time in English 250, and I look forward to using everything that I've learned in English 250 in my career and my classes. I would definitely hold this knowledge and take it a long way. Thank you, and I thank you so much. Have a great night.